Hey y'all, it's Jesslyn. Welcome to or welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to give you an update on how we're doing in our 6-week spring cleaning, habit building, eco-minimalism challenge that we set for our family. And we're going to discuss what the next 2 habits, the next 2 weeks are going to look like. So the first week of this challenge was a habit building for don't put it down, put it away. Within the first day we realized the problem with don't put it down, put it away is that most of our stuff doesn't seem to have a place. It doesn't have a home, a place to put it. And so things just kind of get put on any flat surface. So we started looking for places, and that took a lot of decluttering, and I got really inspired by a minimalist mom video about how she does her kitchen, which I'll link to below. And so we ended up decluttering our entire kitchen, and so now everything in the kitchen has a place where it goes, and it's been really easy to keep it clean. So here is some video of us cleaning and decluttering. We really stripped down the amount of plates and dishes that we have. I already did that previously during a declutter, because believe me, we've decluttered many times in our lives together, and we just never quite get through with it, or we get through with it and the house still has too much stuff. So that's why we really went for like a strongly minimalist. We've got 1 plate for each kid, 1 bowl for each kid, and that kind of thing. And this is actually really great because it's allowed our kids, even though they're really young, I mean our youngest is 18 months and our oldest is 6, but it has really allowed them, especially Tuka who's 6, to have responsibility over their own things. So that's helped me with keeping dishes going, and we just kind of hand wash each of our meal dishes, so that's 5 plates for all of us, and 5 or maybe 10 utensils if we're using a fork and a spoon. It's been really nice for streamlining our kitchen functionality. Things aren't getting put down on the counters, because since the counters are cleaned off, it's really obvious if there's something that's been added, so it can't kind of stack up and sneak up on you, that there's all of a sudden all this clutter. So even though the decluttering of the kitchen is more on the simplify part of things, the habit for this week, this coming week, it has shown us how effective and useful that decluttering and simplifying our life will be, and that it does simplify not only our area but our routines and the functionality of our house, which has been a huge success at our house so far. With just that kitchen area, and the living room area kind of came into it as well. It did help with our don't put it down, put it away habit, because it gave us a place to put things away, and it also kept us from putting stuff down in that very busy trafficked area. Our bar, our kitchen bar, and our kitchen cabinets were one of the main places where stuff just got dumped and sat down and left there. So it really helped us in that direction, and we also saw how that's going to help us further on in this challenge and in our life. So I'm really pleased with how that's gone. Our second habit, our second week, was spend less, move more. This was a little harder because a lot of the things that I spend on I feel are necessities, like food, but there were some things that I put off buying, or I haven't bought yet, that I'm giving a little time. I'm letting them sit to see if that's really a thing we need, or if it's something that we could do without. So it's helping. It hasn't been as noticeable a change as that first week was. Moving more has been hard. I got my second vaccine shot and I was wiped, but I am making an effort now to kind of up that and really get going. And I found that because of the kitchen being cleaned and the living room area being cleaned up, that I took more time to move stuff around. Like we haven't had any laundry back up on us since we cleaned the kitchen. We just it's part of that putting it away thing, and so I've moved more in that way. I've moved more by doing the dishes and getting them all the way put away instead of leaving them in the sink to dry, and I've moved more by putting away the laundry instead of leaving it in the dryer or just dumping it in a clean laundry basket and setting it aside. So in a way I have moved more, but not as much as, it's not what I intended. So the next 2 habits are simplify and clean consistently. So simplifying we've already started, and we've seen how that's working. So we're definitely going to try to declutter, especially in our worst areas. We have an entire room that's our schoolroom that's unusable right now because, well, there's just so much stuff in there and it doesn't have a place to go. The garage is similar, and even my bedroom closet is just a mess because it's just boxed up with stuff people have given me for our kids that I haven't gone through yet. So this week, I'm really going to be focusing on those. I'm also looking for ways to simplify our routines and the things that we need to do every day to get by. Is there a way to simplify our meal planning? We had a pretty good system going for I think it lasted a week and a half. The same with bedtime. Is there a way we can make bedtime work better for us? We've always struggled with sleep in this house. Our bedtime routine is 3 hours long, and that's been working, but it's also starting to break in certain areas where it's just not working as well as I'd like it to. So that's something I'd like to take the time to figure out. Is there a way to simplify this, to make it work better for all of us, to function better, and everyone get what they need, and it be, just run smoothly. So I'm going to be looking into how can I simplify our life in these kind of ways as well. And then also looking for ways to enjoy the simple things. Just take the time to really express my gratitude and my interest and my love for things that are simple, And even just sitting around and observing my kids playing, giving myself that time to just watch them being kids, really enjoying the simple things. That's part of what I'm looking for in this habit of simplicity or simplifying. Then the following week's habit, week number 4, as I said, is going to be consistent cleaning. So my consistency hasn't been good, but it's already improved since we started this challenge, because one of the two biggest problems with cleaning at our house are that we spent all of our time with laundry piling up and up and up and up, and I could not believe how much laundry we had. And then with dishes doing the same, I never got to any other cleaning because there was always laundry and dishes to do. And now laundry and dishes are just running smoothly. I really can't believe that it's going as well as it is, and that it's maintaining so far, because it's just so unlike Matt and I to not have stuff on the counters and to have the laundry put away. And that's not my favorite thing about us as adults, but I am really impressed with the improvement that I've seen already. So I know that we can do consistent cleaning, and that has given me hope that those two troublesome areas might be working themselves out and sorted, and then I can focus more on some of the other cleaning. The kitchen is staying sparkling. It's sanitized, it's beautiful, it's clean. It's not just tidy, it's clean, and that feels really good. The kitchen and the dining room table, which is in our kitchen, is also staying clean, and the chairs are cleaned off and things like that. It's sanitized and ready to use all the time. There's not food particles from the kids. Now, I wish there was a way to make the floor easier to clean because it gets really messy from the kids dropping food, but that's maybe one of those things that I can think about simplifying. So consistent cleaning has already started happening, and I'm excited about it. And I have a really cool app. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's Sweeply. I'm not sponsored at all. It's just a cool app that I've recently started using, and it helps me see what needs to be done, and also to know whether it needs to be done now. Then I can kind of just look on the app every day and see what's red, or if I get past all the reds, hopefully one day, what's yellow. And I can just say, okay, I'm keeping things clean. And it feels so good to say I did something and see it go green, and maybe even see the whole room go green, and feel like I'm making improvements, and then feel like my house is clean. Finally, my house is clean. So you might check out that app. So I'm hoping that'll help, because I can just look and say what needs to be done today, instead of maybe having a schedule of everything I need to do every week, because I've tried that in the past and it just hasn't worked out for me. And to be honest, having decluttered the kitchen and living room areas, that area that I spend most of our time in, it's from the entryway, the living room, the dining area, the laundry closet, and the kitchen are so nice and clean and clutter-free and light and airy and wonderful, and it has made such a huge change in my attitude and how I feel every day. I don't have this weight of things pushing on me that so the area that I'm in the most is open, and that allows my mind to be open, and I'm not saying I've changed to be the perfect parent or the perfect person overnight or anything. Obviously I'll never be perfect, but I've seen how much better it's been already in my attitude, and just how I feel, like how much anxiety I have, and how much like weight is on my shoulders. So I think that having some of that lifted off will allow me to have the energy and the ability and the motivation to clean more consistently. I hope. So I will be checking in with you again in 2 weeks, 2 Wednesdays from now, to see how we did on those and to give you the next update on what the next habits are. There is like a bunny hopping right over to me right now, and I cannot turn the camera to show you. Oh my god. I wonder if I can get my phone and take a video of it that I can clip in. Isn't it cute? Look at that little bun. Yeah, see that little bun? I love the bunnies in our backyard now that we've kept them out of my garden. Thanks for watching. If you're supportive of what I'm doing and you want to give me a big pat on the back or a cheer, please do it by giving me a thumbs up and maybe giving me a comment below. If you're following along, I'd love to hear about it, or whatever you're doing. Maybe it's not following along with this at all, but if there's something you're doing to push yourself to like the next level or to a place that you'll feel better about, then I would love to hear about it. If you'd like more of this content, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and check us out every Wednesday. Thanks, y'all. See you soon.